Fight! 1. Ready, go! KO! I'm faster than lightning! Fight! 2. Ready, go! Excellent! No way you can stop me! Fight! 1. Ready, go! Excellent! No way you can stop! Fight! 2. Ready, go! Ready, go! KO! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Carl and Damon here from Games, Brains and Headbanger Live, gbhbl.com for short. I'm flashing back to the Sega Saturn or arcade, but I'm talking about the Sega Saturn version because that's the version I played. It is Virtua Fighter 2, 1994 fighting video game developed by Sega, the sequel to 1993's Virtua Fighter, and the second game in the series overall. Created by Sega, Yu Hazuki's headed AM2. Released in the arcade in 1994, ported to Sega Saturn in 1995, and Windows in 1997. A 2D remake was even released for the Mega Drive and the Genesis in 1996. In addition, Virtua Fighter 2 was converted for the PlayStation 2 in 2004. The Mega Drive Genesis port was re-released on the PS2 and PSP in 2006, on the Virtual Console for the Wii in 2007, and for mobile devices, iOS in 2011. It's been ported. Yeah. In the game, there are 11 unique characters you can choose to fight. Your goal is to defeat your opponents by either performing a knockout or pushing them out of the fighting ring. In addition, you can adjust different elements of the game to your liking, such as making the arena bigger or give yourself infinite health. Things we like, things we don't like. Favorite moments, scenes, bits of music. This is always difficult when it's a beat 'em up. It's a fighting game. But let's give it a shot. Things you like.
Well, like I say, this is a hard one, but I've gone for. There's quite a large variety of characters.
Yeah, there's 11. It's good. It's good
Yeah.
for the time.
I mean, your average games normally, like for example, Street Fighter, you only have like 6 people or 7 people. So yeah, they've kind of doubled the amount of people.
It's a decent amount. Yeah, I can't remember how much the original had, but they added a few more here. Maybe I think it was like 7, maybe 6 or 7 in the original.
Yeah.
Agreed. Combat. It's great combat. It really is. Kicks, punches, everything feels quite solid, impactful, knocking people down. Combat-wise, it's very, very good game for fighting. Yeah.
I might have got it wrong, but I think is this the one where you can knock them out of the ring?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, that was always fun.
Yeah, I've got it as well. I'd never played a fighting game with ring outs, and if you were playing in the hardest difficulty, you relied heavily on ring outs. And you'd always get action replay as well. And you used to love, like, you do a move at the edge that swung them out of the ring and you won that way. It's just an awesome little crux to have. Added an extra layer where it's not just about knocking their health bar down. You also had this option to ring them out. I love that. Yeah. I got one more.
I've got one, but it's more of a sort of a jokey one.
Go on.
So I've gone the fact that in Chevy you collect the toy capsules of them.
True.
So obviously, it obviously shows the popularity of the game, obviously, or Sega just being cheeky.
It's just Sega being cheeky, mate. I don't know about that. Look at some of the things you collect in those toys. You don't even know half of them are. What's that egg? Why is there an egg there? Why is there dice? Last thing I like, it's Dural, fighting Dural underwater. The whole underwater slow motion, jumping, and he moves slower. Just very, very cool, different kind of dynamic. I thought it was cool. Things we don't like then. Easy. There's no story. There's no story here.
So
Yeah.
it's I mean I've got one which is it's a fighting game. I've never been a fan of fighting games really.
Same. I suffer the same as you. Never really been able to be like, oh, I've never found a game I'm an expert at or very good at. I've played loads of fighting games, enjoyed them all. And with that in mind, I find when I play fighting games, I've always enjoyed them best in the arcade. And the same applies to Virtua Fighter 2. As much as we might have played it on the Saturn, if you really want to experience Virtua Fighter 2, you play it in the arcade.
Yeah, definitely.
Last one then for me, I don't like, Shundi and his drunken fighting style. Oh, mate. When he'd lie on the floor and he'd be like, fuck, how do I get him? And he'd start kicking you. Hate that character. Hate that character. Yeah. Any favourite moments, scenes, and bits of music?
I've actually got one for favourite moments, and it's the scenery in the background.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I think like the levels, and I mean, in every fighting game, even things like Street Fighter, you keep out of the backgrounds because it's very, very cool. Like it's the backgrounds.
I'm cool with that. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, like it's got great backgrounds, different variety stages. I originally was going to go with just beating Doral, but you made me think of something else that Virtua Fighter did that was different. Now, don't get me wrong, this is nothing special, and other games would do this in different ways, like Fighting Vipers, where you could smash clothes off them and stuff like that. But I always remember being wowed in Virtua Fighter 2, the first time, like, certain characters could lose things. Like Cage had a headband, and you could knock it off. And I think the first time I seen it, I was like, oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, definitely.
It's fucking nothing, really, when you think about, oh, I knocked this headband off. But it felt cool.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. That's it, innit?
That's it, yeah.
It's Virtua Fighter 2. It's a quality fighting game. But let us know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. You can check us out on gbhbl.com, as well as on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr. Go to Patreon to help us out over there. That's patreon.com/gbhbl, as well as Big Cartel, where you can find some of our merchandise. We have a podcast running on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. And of course, if you like this video, do us a favour, hit the subscribe button and help the channel grow. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?